Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. It's your girl Karrill DaDiva. Today I'm going to be installing a boho box braid wig that I got from Amazon. With the wig, I got this stocking cap, which I'm not going to be using it today just because I feel like it's a little bit too dark and I like to use a lighter shade stocking cap when I install it. So this is the wig, y'all, and look at how good this looks. Like I said, it's a boho wig, which you're going to have braids and loose hair mixed together. The hair feels really soft, and you would think for a braided wig it would be heavy, but that's not the case. Look like you could seal it down all the way around, but I'm only going to be holding down the front of it today. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my stocking cap on, and this one is a HD stocking cap, which is the reason why I rather to use it too. And then I'm going to cut out the ear parts of it, then spray some freeze spray onto it. I'm going to dry it down a little bit before I cut it off around the, the front of it. To cut the stocking cap around the edges, I'm going to be using my eyebrow razor, and when I'm cutting the lace off, I'm going to be using it as well. I'm using this because it gets it so much better and how I want it than when I'm using the scissors. I'm going to go ahead and add some bronzer around the edges of the stocking cap just to blend it in a little bit more with my skin tone. I'm spraying some water on the lace of it, y'all, and this is because I want to brush the baby hair in, and I want them to lay down out of the way for when I'm putting this wig on. I'm also adding some bronzer onto the lace itself because I want it to blend more with my skin tone. Here I'm showing y'all that I already cut the lace off of the back of the wig, so I'm ready to go ahead and put it on. Immediately, y'all, I love the way the wig fits, so let's go ahead and fit this down. Here I'm cutting the lace off from around my ear so the wig will fit perfectly around it. And I'm doing that with both sides, of course. Now that I have the wig exactly where I want it, all I'm gonna do is flip the lace back and spray some freeze spray around the edge of my forehead to put the lace back down on it. I'm just brushing these babies out the way because we don't want that, sticking down in the freeze spray that I just spray on it. And I'm using the palm of my hand or the side of my hand to just push the lace into my skin. Now I'm going to tie it down, guys, so it could stay in place while I dry it. And this freeze spray dried pretty quick, so I'm just using my blow dryer to put some heat on it for about 20 to 30 seconds. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut the lace off. I first split it up the middle with my scissors, and then I use my eyebrow razor to cut it off. Here I'm using some gel around the edges of the lace, so any lifting there from cutting with the eyebrow razor will be all sealed down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take out some of the baby hair, and lay them down, but just in case you guys don't like baby hair, you could always cut them off because the way how this lace is fitting is kind of like there's no lace, you know what I mean? So if you could put it on and you don't want no baby hair, you could always cut them off because the lace is not really showing anyway. So for some reason I thought I'll just curl them while they were still long because it would be easier for me to grab them. So that's what I'm doing here, y'all. Now I'm just gonna brush them in using a little bit of my freeze spray on my edge brush. As for this little piece in the middle, I'm gonna cut it short and just brush it back into my braids just because I don't want to sweep that down as no baby hair. Now I'm gonna tie everything down and let it set in place and go do my makeup, and I will be back to show you guys the finished look. And here it is, y'all. So pretty, so cute, so flawless. I am so here for it. Let's take a look at the back real quick, y'all. Look at this. Look how full it look. and as you can see, it's braided all the way through. Like I said, guys, this wig is from Amazon, and I will link it down below so you guys could find it just in case you want to get one for yourself. I think this wig is a good idea just in case you want boho braids but you don't have the time or say the money to go get this style done, because I believe getting boho braid costs a pretty penny. The only thing I didn't really like here is the part does not go all the way through, and that's what I'm showing in the video right here. Like, it's not a straight part going back, so you can get like a really nice deep part. But other than that, I think it's a really good wig. I also tried doing a really cute style right here. I mean, that kind of work, I like it. I think that was cute. But I didn't keep it in for too long because I like it down, you know, much better. But that was a really cute, fun style if you want to try little styles with your wig. Of course, again, like I said earlier, it is not heavy, so it's definitely something that you will like wearing, especially for a whole week or two if you got it put on properly. It could last even longer than 2 weeks if you get it put on properly by a professional, you know what I'm saying. Here I was just trying to pull it back a little just to see how that would look, and that looks cute also. The only problem I had here was just because I did not, you know, seal the back down. I have a little bit of lifting with the lace there, it was showing. But like I say, if you guys put it on, glue the back down, and whatever, you could put it in ponytails, buns, all that good stuff, you know, and it will still look really pretty. So again, guys, if you really like this wig, make sure you check the description box to see how you could get one for yourself. Also, I may or may not have a discount code, so definitely check the description box for all the details. The wig is beautiful. I absolutely love it, and I would most definitely recommend it. If you have any question, go ahead and ask them down below, and I will be sure to get back to them as soon as I possibly can. If this is your first time on my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. If it's not your first time and you haven't subscribed yet, why not just go ahead and do so. Anyway, y'all, make sure to like, comment, and share, because your girl is trying to get to the 100K mark, but I cannot do it without y'all. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.